Hello, Dr. Franklin Allaire from the University of Houston downtown here, and today we are reading The Snowy Day by Ezra Jack Keats. Like our other books, The Snowy Day is a great book for early childhood and elementary students, either as a read aloud in class or for students to read on their own. Ezra Jack Keats in particular is a great children's author because he was one of the first people to not only depict children of color in children's literature, but also to show those children in urban settings. So his books are very simple, very straightforward, but also very powerful. And today, again, we're going to be reading The Snowy Day. And what I'd like you to do, as we have been doing, is as we go through the story, is to think about the science concepts and potential science lessons that you can pull from an image, from some of the words, or from maybe even the main idea of the book, and how those could be developed into full-blown science lessons that you can then connect back to this particular book. So here we go, The Snowy Day by Ezra Jack Keats. One winter morning, Peter woke up and looked out the window. Snow had fallen during the night. It covered everything as far as he could see. After breakfast, he put on his snowsuit and ran outside. The snow was piled up very high along the street to make a path for walking. Crunch, crunch, crunch. His feet sank into the snow. He walked with his toes pointing out like this. He walked with his toes pointing in like that. Then he dragged his feet slowly to make tracks. And he found something sticking out of the snow that made a new track. It was a stick that was just right for smacking a snow-covered tree. Down fell the snow, plop, on top of Peter's head. He thought it would be fun to join the big boys in their snowball fight, but he knew he wasn't old enough. Not yet. So he made a smiling snowman, and he made angels. He pretended he was a mountain climber. He climbed up a great big tall heaping mountain of snow and slid all the way down. He picked up a handful of snow, and another, and still another. He packed it round and firm and put the snowball in his pocket for tomorrow. Then he went into his warm house. He told his mother all about his adventures while she took off his wet socks. And he thought and thought about them. Before he got into bed, he looked in his pocket. His pocket was empty. The snowball wasn't there. He felt very sad. While he slept, he dreamed that the sun had melted all the snow away. But when he woke up, his dream was gone. The snow was still everywhere. New snow was falling. After breakfast, he called to his friend from across the hall, and they went out together into the deep, deep snow. The end. Very cute story, a very short, fun story. And again, your mission is to come up with at least 3 potential science lessons. Now remember, those lessons need to fall into each of our 3 broad science categories. So that means 1 physical science lesson, so that's physics and chemistry, 1 life science lesson, and 1 earth and space science lesson. So that's your mission, to come up with 3 potential science lessons that connect directly back to The Snowy Day by Ezra Jack Keats.